stay real focused with what we're doing. It comes down to like that laser focus.
Nice. What are you guys up to?
We're about to shoot some video.
That's cool.
Yeah, we're advocates of teaching people money, financial literacy. You know, I currently have a business, you know, sharing with people strategies, how to build wealth.
Yeah.
And I really want to like start bridging the gap of having people just live to like actually like living the dream.
Yeah.
Because we were never taught in school. Like we were never taught by our parents. So like we end up it leaves us in the dark.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like we're kind of fit over making money to live for the next month instead of making money to live like for the rest of your life.
Exactly.
Absolutely. It's like everybody says living paycheck to paycheck, paycheck to paycheck. And it's like, how do you prepare for your future?
Mm-hmm.
You know, most people they don't think about it. And at the end of the day, they might like turn 50 years old and like, what happened? Like, like life flew by.
And they're still working minimum wage at that point.
Yep. No savings, nothing. So we were just talking with a guy. His name was Dean, and it was so funny. We ran into each other, and I actually helped him move his motorcycle like 2-3 years ago. He was actually, my dad's a teacher, and so he was actually one of my dad's students. So it's fun to run into him. And we got to chatting and everything. I asked him what he does. He said goes to school. And works 2 jobs. Then we were talking about how hard it is to get ahead, and people continually trading their time for money. And he was saying like, dude, no matter how long I work, I have $200 at the end of the month. Talk about when it comes to money, so many of us, we trade our time for money. And then we never get ahead. And so many people think that's the only way to make money. But then we constantly live in this like circle of plays over and over and over again. And so like, how do we get ahead? Well, I mean, entrepreneurship is a huge trend right now. It's being effective with your time and to be able to utilize like your skills. Making money but leveraging your strong suits. I found I became the most successful and made the most amount of money when I operated to what I was best at. And I think a lot of times making money is doing what you're good at and what your natural abilities are. We were just listening to Gary Vaynerchuk's a video of his today. It was like, just start. And so it's funny, we're just starting to shoot some videos here. Talks about 2 main things, self-awareness and hustle. And you say, what's the most important thing that you teach that you would say is the number 1? He goes, self-awareness. Know what job or what position you can then fulfill to leverage your strengths. So it all comes back to self-awareness. Know yourself, that way you can perform in a job, in a business, that you can do the best of your ability and leverage your strong suits. Being able to come out here and like look at the views and stuff. I remember I was here a few months ago. I'm coming over here. When we're able to dream what we actually want, we have an end goal in mind. Listening to one of Ty Lopez's videos today, and he was saying like the key to like get over procrastination. And I know a lot of us, you know, whether it's starting a business or doing something out of our comfort zone, we get stuck in this procrastination sense. He shared a really great thing. He said, keep the end goal in mind. And instead of thinking like, I have to go to the gym, I have to do all these exercises, then you psych yourself out of it and you don't want to do it anymore. You keep the end goal in mind, that keeps you going, you know, having like vision boards of your future body. And I think it's so important to get out here and like envision, like look at that fat pad. How badass would it be to own that? When are you gonna own that? And when you can get out here and be like, man, I want that house, I want a pool like that.
If you could own that, would you do what it takes?
Absolutely. That's a good question. I'll do what it takes. Would you? That's a question. Would you do what it takes? Hey, when we were at the meeting yesterday, it's funny because the guy you had there, he was like, I could tell he was like scared out of his fucking mind.
Oh yeah.
He was scared out of his mind. I really wanted to share that message with him about being uncomfortable, because a lot of times in life, like if we want to go to the next level is always uncomfortable. And it's just like this rock. Like this rock is uncomfortable. But if I stay here long enough, my body will adapt to the rock. And talk about being uncomfortable. You just have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. And the more you do that and put yourself in those situations, the more you'll grow. And just like making money, a lot of times you got to get around the right people. And getting around the right people is uncomfortable. But the more you do it, the more you become like those people. Get uncomfortable, man. This rock is uncomfortable. Life can be uncomfortable, but when we keep dealing with those situations, continue to grow. Continue to grow.